Yeah.
Oh, I got the
Right.
wrong. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me. I forgot. I saw that, but yeah. Let me hold on. Let me get the right one up. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was Brown and Grind. I'm on the wrong show.
You win that one.
I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. I am. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, I'ma tell you I feel amazing.
Take two,
No.
Nicholas.
Hush. Welcome to Bearing Down a Gridiron on November 5th, 2025. Press the wrong button by mistake, so Coach Johnson gets to have his victory over me as well. That's on me. My bad.
Victory. How dare you?
Yes, you get a victory over me. You get a victory. That's a mistake that normally doesn't happen on my part, but it did today, so I would take
It
that
happens.
L.
It happens.
I would take that L on this one, but I caught it in time though.
You did. You did.
Before we continue on and get with our greetings, Mr. Wise.
Oh, Mr. Stuck in My Mind, Real Wise Global Media CEO and founder. Wise Elefe, my ace. He says, stopping through to show some love, my brother. That's a doggone shame. I was confused as well. Yeah, I was confused with your last statement as well.
You was just wrong. Oh, I get what you mean now. He's saying he's saying you missing the S on the end of that one.
Exactly. Yes. But much love, brother. I'm glad you're in, man. I hope everything's good with you, bro.
That's funny. Oh my god, I didn't even see that until I had to look at the comment.
Oh man.
But I hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing great.
Won't be doing wonderful. Oh yeah.
He also says,
Wise also says, "Oh, and mistakes happen."
and he also had this for you.
I know. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
Only Coach Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Only Coach Johnson. So, but since Rise is in the chat, we are live on the Real Rise Radio. So thank you
It's
for everybody
good
listening.
to
on
be
the
on
radio.
Real Wise Radio, always, and of course, showing much love to the CEO of Real Wise Radio. Man, it is good to do this one more week, one more time. Man, this college football season has flown by this year.
And we
Can't
have a
believe it's
jam-packed show because you already know we have some no huddle for you, and we also have another segment coming because can't resist this one. Can't resist this one. So I'm sorry. So be aware that one Coach Johnson will be having his fun with a certain institution. Also, I say a certain overseeing company.
What? I would never have fun at any institution's or entity's expense.
They keep sending it to you right on a platter.
And I love it.
They just keep certain teams. I'm like, I know what button I gotta push today.
I love stupidity. It's absolutely wonderful.
Ain't nothing I can do about it either. And there's nothing I can do about it. Also, the CFP rankings
Yeah, it came
were
out yesterday.
revealed. Came
Mhm.
out yesterday. We gotta go over that. Definitely gotta go over that. And then, of course, we gotta go on our Bear Down campus tour for week 11. Look, interesting matchups after the first playoff rankings now that the rankings are here.
Mhm.
But first, there's some business we got to take care of. So I think is it the 2 minute? No, not the 2 minute. Well,
No.
this is what you do in the 2 minute drill, though.
Right, it is.
What is it? Uh,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
defenses try to stop you, try to
The
slow you
logo.
down. That's right.
All right, co-host, take it away.
All right, where do we begin? Oh, here's where we begin. One Hugh Freeze, who was begging, pleading. He was like James Brown. Please, 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 give me a vote of confidence. And now he's fired. That's right. Football head coach Hugh Freeze, whose 15-19 record in his 2+ seasons at Auburn was capped by a listless home to Kentucky Saturday. He got the Donald Trump to the celebrity apprentice treatment. You're fired. And this was happened by John Cohen, the athletic director of Auburn. The 56-year-old will be owed almost $16 million in buyout money with no mitigation after he signed a 6-year, $49 million deal to replace Brian Harsin back in 2022. Freeze is the 8th Power 4 coach to be fired this season. Now, Cohen had this to say about the departure of Freeze. Quote, I have informed Coach Freeze of my decision to make a change in leadership with the Auburn football program. Coach Freeze is a man of integrity, and we are appreciative of his investment in Auburn and his relentless work over the last 3 years bolstering our roster. Our expectations for Auburn football are to annually compete for championships, and the search for the next leader of Auburn football begins immediately. Close quote. I'm trying to think of some words that I could use with that statement that Cohen. Oh yeah, that's a lie. Your thoughts on Hugh Freeze getting the pink slip 2.5 seasons into his stint with Auburn?
What was that record that you said?
The record is 15-19.
15-19.
With the 19th loss coming at home to an L to Kentucky.
15-19. What school he coaches? Or did he coach?
Well, he formerly coached at Auburn.
Auburn. What conference is that?
The conference would be the Southeastern Conference, or the SEC.
It's just different.
Well,
see, we're not going to sit here and let you get 12 years and you can win every game except for the ones that matter and think you're going to be around. No, that's not how the SEC works. That's not how that works. Oh no. 5-19. Okay, pack your and you got to go.
Well, 15-19, you got to pack your stuff and go.
It is a different breed in the South.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the funny thing. In their home L to Georgia, they commemorated Cam Newton's jersey and retired it. So you got a taste of what Auburn expects, the fan base and the athletic director. And that team wasn't coming close.
No. And Cam Newton has said it multiple times on national television. To coach in the SEC, you got to be on your P's and Q's.
All facts there. He's correct. He's
I was
correct.
paraphrasing what he said, but that's pretty much it.
No, I know you paraphrased it, but yeah, I mean, but he's correct. He's correct. I mean, he's as correct as the 8 children on the red like he's fathered. But I digress. Now you see, Freeze, you were begging for that support, that vote of confidence from your AD, Mr. Cohen, and he wisely didn't give it to you because he knew he was going to send you out the door. I'm sorry, sir, but that is par for the SEC course. And yeah, I mean, when you have to annually play Georgia and Alabama and you keep coming up short against those two teams alone, your tenure at Auburn is going to be woefully short, like yours were. 2 full seasons and 1 partial one.
Speaking
Auburn.
of my boy. Speaking
Auburn.
of the homie.
Oh, yeah. Cool McCain. What's up, my brother? He says, you fired, nigga. Oh, my. Yes.
Before I get the wise comments, go ahead, continue.
Okay. Auburn will be looking for his 4th football coach in 7 seasons. To let you know that it's just haven't found it ever since the Cam Newton's championship team back in 2010. The Tigers fired Gus Malzahn in 2020, fired Harsin in 2022, now Freeze in 2025. Combined, the school will pay now $52.5 million in buyout fees. And Wiser Lefe says, what was Napier's record?
22-23.
That was an impressive record.
Never beat Georgia.
Oh, well, that
Didn't beat Miami.
Struggle to beat Tennessee.
Didn't beat Tennessee. Got past Florida State only because Florida State sucks.
Yeah. Well, we're talked about one school in Alabama. How about the other big-time program there? No, I didn't know why we're talking about the NFL and Mika Pitts. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I got to get these lenses changed. I'm sorry. Let me get serious. Alabama defensive back Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. He has been suspended indefinitely following his arrest over the weekend. The coach of the team, Kalen DeBoer, said on Monday. Kirkpatrick was arrested Saturday on 3 counts of reckless endangerment and 1 count of attempted to elude in speeding. He was released from Tuscaloosa County Jail on $1,500 bond. DeBoer had this to say about the incident, and Mr. Kirkpatrick himself, quote, unfortunately, with the information that I have at this time, I talked to Dre, and we need to indefinitely suspend him. He understands there are consequences that come with his actions. Close quote. Your thoughts on a possible big-time cog in the Alabama wheel possibly being gone the rest of this year?
Why? Like, why?
Why?
I'm pretty sure you're going to talk to your dad, right? Because everybody know who your dad is.
Right. You were named after him.
Like, come on, man. And you know what school you at.
Yep. One of the most high profile in the country. Heck, some NFL teams would beg to have the coverage that you all get in Alabama.
You can't be speeding in Alabama. What is wrong with you? You know, one thing that I like to think about when stuff like this, I would love to hear the conversation between these athletes and the law enforcement. Because I'm pretty sure when law enforcement do it, they're like, do I really got to do this? Like, why has he got to be this though?
I bet you half of them I bet you half of them say to law enforcement, "Do you know who I am?" Yeah, you're a fool who broke the law. Now shut up and take this ticket. You bump your gums even more, I'm gonna throw you in jail.
That don't make no sense, man.
I don't understand it.
Which is part of the reason why, which leads to the third one.
Yes. So the sophomore and son of former Alabama defensive back and NFL veteran Dre Kirkpatrick Sr. He has 8 tackles, including one for a loss and 1 pass defense, along with a forced fumble this season. The Tide will host Brian Kelly-less LSU this Saturday.
You felt good saying that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Goodbye, you faker. World, goodbye. Yeah. Fake Southern Baptist preach yourself.
You know, the crazy thing is, everybody that talked about Brian Kelly referred to that very moment too.
You couldn't miss it. How this dude went from a white bread Midwestern school, he goes down south, and all of a sudden he just switches on the Southern accent, like his neck dripped red all his life. I'm like, come on, Kelly.
Oh boy.
Lord have mercy. Well, speaking from one person who wants his neck to drip red.
Before you get to your fun.
My fun?
Yes,
fine.
Fun.
Cool McCain, he says, Cool McCain, he is in charge of many different things, chiefly amongst them, one half of Monarchs of Wrestling. He is the main guy in Eagles Elite, and he's the main guy in Play Caller Sports, which you see every Friday. He says the toddler, quote, injured, close quote, right before a new COD coming out is sus. And hola to the hosts. Hola to you, my brother. I'm glad to see you back, bro. Glad to see you back.
Now, to Cole Johnson's fun.
What do you mean, my fun?
This is just stupid.
This is not fun at all. Yes, it is. The NCAA. They sent a letter to Kalshi. It's a company that offers prediction markets on college basketball and football, expressing its concern about the company's, quote, commitment to contest integrity and the protection of contest participants, close quote. This is a copy that was obtained by ESPN. In said letter, date on October 30th, NCAA Chief Legal Officer Scott Bearby asked Kalshi how it monitors collegiate sports markets for integrity concerns and activity by prohibited customers. Who it considers a prohibited customer, whether it will report integrity concerns to the NCAA, and whether the company will cooperate with NCAA investigations. Bearby wrote this, quote, we welcome Kalshi's stance on its efforts to protect the integrity of NCAA competitors and to reduce instances of abuse and harassment directed at student athletes and other participants. Close quote. We will revisit that in a moment. The NCAA also asked Kalshi if Kalshi would ban prediction markets similar to prop bets, which the company began offering this fall. Now, Bearby noted in his letter, prop bet markets heighten, quote, the risk of integrity and harassment concerns, close quote. In March of last year, NCAA President Charlie Baker, hello, how you doing? First name Charlie, last name Baker. Won't you come around and ruin the NCAA? I'm sorry, my bad. Call for a ban on prop bets on college athletes in states with legal sports wagering. Shout out to you, Charlie Wilson. Love you, brother. Been loving you for 40 years. 45 years, so I digress. The NCAA also asked Kalshi in a letter to review language on its website that the NCAA says implies a relationship between them. Now, a Kalshi spokesperson said this in a statement to ESPN. Quote, Kalshi has a robust market integrity provisions required by our status as a federally licensed financial exchange. We value the NCAA's feedback and are working on adjusting the language on our site. We are currently reviewing and addressing their additional requests. Close quote. Sir, the floor is yours.
No, it's not. Y'all ain't hearing from me.
Oh my goodness. If you all are not the gift that keeps on giving with the ridiculousness that you want to pervade upon the landscape of sports fandom. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Baker. You said that the NCAA holds high integrity when you announced that you were going to allow college athletes to bet on pro sports and this wouldn't be an issue. But all of a sudden, we see one college athlete and another college athlete and another college athlete and another college athlete and many more and scores more who were being under investigation and being suspended from their respective schools. Would you like to revisit that integrity statement, Mr. Baker? I think you would, but unfortunately, the balls that you don't possess are not allowing you to do so. And now you have your own chief legal officer saying that you drafted a letter making sure that the company that offers prediction markets on college football and basketball, showing it has concerns about contest integrity and the protection of its contest participants. Mr. Baker, I want to make sure that I heard this correctly. I thought you and your entity was given permission to have your athletes bet on professional sports. Why are you drafting letters to prop bet agencies asking if there's protection for the participants that actually carry your product if they're going to be betting on college games too? That's the only way I can see you saying, well, okay, is there protection against those who bet? Well, there might be, but is it protection against them, the athletes, or is it protection against you or for you? I would tend to say it's the latter. And why? Because you want to stick your foot in your mouth. No, you want to stick your foot up your behind every single chance you get. You see, you all are so greedy for money. You want to find a way that you can poach money from for the players since they have NIL deals. Oh, and I'm going to talk about that in another segment. You want to poach money off of the schools when they do have these directional schools and HBCUs that visit the blue bloods, and they say, oh, we'll gladly accept this check for $20 million so you can beat in our brains. You want a cut of that too. And now that you're giving permission to your collegiate athletes to bet, you want a cut of that money as well. You greedy so-and-sos. I almost wish that Brian Kelly was still on the sideline because he looks just like you idiots in Indianapolis. Fat, white, pudgy, and old. Oh, and I forgot another adjective. Greedy. And oh my gosh. I, oh Lord, it's I find it. I find this hilarious. I find this hilarious. Baker, you, you want to make sure that this company wouldn't heighten the risk of integrity and harassment concerns for the players or for you. Because it sounds like to me that's who's going to be harassed. That's who's going to have their integrity questioned. Not them, you. Because we can actually say, well, all right, fine. Uh, these players are young adults. They have a mind of their own. They're young men and women. They actually can make up their minds. But you know what they can also say? It's them fat cats in Indianapolis that allow us to do it. So then the microphones will go from the youngsters' mouths and it'll be stuck up yours. Just make sure you don't swallow it. Remember, the mic is meant to be spoken into, not sucked on. Maybe if you can remember that and not go to NGM and FanDuel and DraftKings and drop to your pants. No, actually, probably not even drop to your pants. Drop your pants to where it just shows your knees and you fall down on them and it shows that they get red on the kneecaps like a prostitute, and then you perform mic checks on them, then you wouldn't have this problem. But I forget, you're greedy AF. So you're going to have this problem. And this is the thing, you begged for this problem. The only thing I wish I had right now is popcorn because I'd be chewing on it right now. But you're chewing on pubic hair. Happy spitting it out. Along along with the semen.
Referee stoppage at 4 minutes and 53 seconds in the first round. A winner by TKO, Cole Johnson.
Gosh. The NCAA, they are the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. That's why I was like, I know what button to push.
I saw that. I was like, oh, Lord. I got to gear for another NCAA versus Cole Johnson bout. Okay.
And that's sure no huddle. Oh yeah, Cool and Wise, they were rolling. When you no, they were rolling when you asked me, and I was like, nope, not doing it. It is not going to be me today.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen. And Cool, he swallowed it with 4 crying, laughing emojis. And I think you all know the reference to this. Yeah.
As soon as you ask me, it's like, nope, y'all not hearing from me. You made you laugh to the point you almost died.
Lord. Because I was like, oh my gosh. Like, this is some ridiculous crap right here. The NCAA president said that they are basically the paragons of virtue. He didn't say that, I'm paraphrasing. And now
and
he's retroactively checking.
Matter of fact, he said that last week on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cole was like, you should have brought my segment for that one. Which we didn't have that. And then last Wednesday, something came out and it was like, really? And then we get to today, and it's like,
oh my Lord, have mercy. And now,
oh no. Last Wednesday, that's when the word came out. There was the Lane Act rule.
yeah, they're pushing it back to the 22nd. Yes.
And now we get to today, and I'm like,
And it's like you're now retroactively checking these channels. I'm like, I thought if you was going to unveil this was already something which was done. But I'm like, you're doing it after you announced this is what you're going to do. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
oh, and then Congress was like, hey, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah. In the midst of that, Congress is like, you talk about integrity? Nah. Let's have a chat.
All right, commercial break. When we come back, recap of week 10. Man, for some of us, wasn't a pleasant week 10.
First name Charlie.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Lids. Lids is the leader and number one destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Lids has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We will see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Welcome back to Bearing Down the Gridiron. As the Pandora's box that was opened by the NCAA, in which Coach Johnson decided to blow the doors off, now Cool McCain has decided to infuriate the house.
And Cool says, NCAA, take that. All Diddy. That's right.
That's the man that usually says no Diddy. He's saying all Diddy.
He said all Diddy. Victor Lock, V like a 3 or Victor Lock. He says, how are you doing, gents? My brother's the Playmaker and Cole Johnson, aka Agent Zero, and the EP of all EPs. And that is shout out to the Ed McMahon of the Snowman in the Morning broadcast, Victor Lock. He says, how are you, Cool and Wise? Cool Breeze McCain and Wise. How are you both doing?
Doing great, Victor. Coach Johnson got to have another fun with the NCAA rant.
Not my fault, they're dummies.
They keep serving it to you.
Mhm.
I don't even think now one time you asked me to push the button because it's just like, what's the point? Like, I already know what button to push.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't even have to hate. I don't have to say, yeah, your son hit the button. I don't even have to say that once.
Like, you idiots keep serving it on the platter, and I gotta say, he'd be like, well, I know what button I'm pushing today.
It's great dummies.
But-
Great dummies.
Since Wise and Cool and Victor and Chan, whoever else is watching, if you didn't watch last week's episode, I changed up the Gridiron Roundup. So tell me what you think.
Knock it off. Knock it out.
You love that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As we get to the Gridiron Roundup, but first,
Okay, what's up first? Quote, feeling the blues in Death Valley, close quote. Duke ends a 45-year drought in Clemson. Set it up, sir.
so Duke traveled to Death Valley, the ACC's Death Valley, and they came out of the ACC Death Valley with a 46-45 win over the Clemson Tigers. This has been one of the most difficult years I have ever seen Dabo Swinney have in his tenure at Clemson.
It's beautiful.
It is amazing. And it's only right because my co-host, my brother Cole Johnson, he spent time away from going at Dabo Swinney.
On purpose. That is correct.
He spent time away from going at Dabo Swinney at my request.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna tell the whole time.
Well,
But this one he can't get away from. Like, this one here just bothers him for some reason. Maybe because it was Duke putting up 46 in Death Valley.
That's a doggone shame.
Go ahead.
It's a shame and a half. But what
This
I
ain't
love,
basketball.
what I loved was Swinney basically losing control of his troops, and he actually had to get on his defense going into the second half. Given the what in the
Was
heck
he
are
that
you
mad?
doing? Yeah, he was. And he did it on the sideline. This wasn't like it wasn't like footage in a locker room. This was done on the sideline. What the H are you doing? Get your head in the game, that type of stuff. And I had to laugh. Because Dabo, he's had well, now you could say he's had the most success of any college coach in the last 10 years. Now that Nick Saban has retired. And, he had one of the best programs in the country. Definitely the best program by far in the ACC. And now he's falling on hard times. And it all started when this chump decided to want to reach into the pockets of his players. Now, here's the thing that I'm pissed off about Dabo in that regard. Son, you signed a 9-year, close to $100 million contract. You make over $10 million a year. You have no room to say what your players should or should not earn. Would you like somebody to say that you did not earn your contract, which is $10 million a year? I don't think so. I think you would be just like in Malcolm X when that chump that decided to fire off and kill Malcolm said, "Get your hand out my pocket." That is how you are, sir. And so for you to worry about NIL deals, for you to worry about the transfer portal, your team has started to slip. And so now I'm just giving you this reminder. You are coaching a team, son. Get with the program and worry about your program. Now, I know you're about to celebrate your birthday in about 2 weeks. Someone else celebrate birthday real soon. I will not mention his name. But someone is celebrating a birthday in about a couple of weeks. And I know you're looking as sour face as you are right now. It's a shame we wouldn't think that you're a Gen Xer because you look like somebody's grandpa. But I digress. It must be the stress from the last 2-3 years for your program to stink up the joint. And then on top of it, early this year, you were my pick to win the Atlantic Coast Conference because you had grown men on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And it turned out, how can I put this in PG terms? It turns out that they wanted to have transgender surgery on the spot. But hey, what do I know? All I do know is that you had a program 10 years ago that everybody wanted to fly to. You have a stadium that people don't really want to play in, and it's intimidating. And now we're having your defense act as though they don't even want to play. Well, you have bigger problems now than worrying about NIL deals and transfer portals. Because if you keep this up, you won't have that cushy, I can do like Nick Saban did and have all seasons and have championship seasons and keep doing that for the next 20 years. And I can retire in my 70s, fat, old, and happy, being considered one of the greatest coaches of all time. Worry about the field, son. Not your players off of it, not the money they're making. And you're making too much to even concern yourself with that crap. Get that program straight, son, and get it straight now. Dabo Swinney, I picked you last year. I picked you this year to win the ACC.
Don't be stealing my material.
And I know it was not directed toward him.
You want to use my line? I use my line again. I use one of your lines against you. Dirty. Don't steal my material.
You did. What the? I earned that one.
Oh, you thought I forgot? I didn't forget.
Don't steal my material. Yeah, I earned that one. Okay.
Outside, you stealing my material. There you go.
Oh my goodness. V like A3 says another gem by Cole Johnson. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that, sir.
Crazy thing is he's not done. And Cool McCain, this one is for you.
Well, since I heard that you have you're saving up your voice, horsepower running wild, Mustangs power through canes. In the city I love the most, Dallas.
And a game that went back and forth from start to finish. You didn't know who wanted to take home a win and who didn't want to go home with an L. So we had to go to overtime. And in overtime, the Mustangs scored a touchdown. I believe they went for two. It didn't get it. But Miami couldn't answer. So the Mustangs come out victorious. Miami drops another game in conference play. And Carson Bet threw two more picks.
Oh my gosh. This almost
Cooper King, feel free to let loose in the chat.
Please do.
And I'm gonna let Cole Des go off for you.
Because I'm actually challenging you, sir. And I actually have to start this by
you ain't challenging him, and he's in challenging a favorite coach of mine, of ours.
And he starts, that phrase is where I was going to start. Miami, who was what I thought they were. Thank you, the late Dennis Green. Cool on this program when and this actually was when they defeated Notre Dame. So this is early September, actually the Wednesday after that game. Actually said, yeah, it's a good win, sure, yes, but we up 24-7. We almost handed that game to him. I'm not really sold on this team just yet. And I remember him saying that. And he still tempered his excitement even after the dub in Tallahassee. And then the home game against Louisville. And this road game in Dallas against SMU. Both of them end up in L's, and both of them ended up with Carson Beck looking sloppy, unlike how he did in the wins where he looked pretty good. And I've always had I'm gonna put this in polite terms. I always had a reticence toward one Mario Cristobal, and for those who don't know, he is the head coach of the Hurricanes. I always felt that he just for some reason didn't have the full pulse of the team. That
I don't know how he knows the Miami program. He played for Miami. He understands the culture. So what are we missing?
a brain. And the reason why I say he's missing the brain, I'll take it back 2 years ago. And this is when I was fully aware of him. Home game against Georgia Tech, had the ball and the lead with under 1 minute to go. He decided not to kneel, but to run the ball. And unfortunately, happened deep within their territory. Georgia Tech recovers the ball. They end up having a game-winning touchdown. And I was like, who is this bumbling idiot on the sideline that does not know how to strategize in that type of situation? Like, what in the world? You got to lead the ball, a woman to go. You're at home. You don't kneel? Like, okay. Then I figured, okay, well.
And for those y'all who don't know, you want to point to, are you trying to find out where this different Georgia Tech team came about? That would be that game right there.
And then I figured last year against the same opponent, this time in Atlanta, and with a really good team led by a bomb quarterback in Cam Ward, I was like, all right, I think they'll get their stuff together. I think they actually will have vengeance on their mind, and they'll take care of business in Atlanta. And that ended up being one of the worst games they had last year, and they took home another L. They took another L to Georgia Tech, this time on the road. So after that, I said, okay, the way this team needs to roll, Mr. Cristobal needs to look at a crystal ball and see in his future that he needs to leave Coral Gables. So I said, all right, I'll temper that thought after I saw the Notre Dame game, because I love the talent that's on that squad. I'm like, okay, when they're together, it looks like they can actually get some stuff together. They can play, they can mash, and they can run people out of stadiums. I like that. And then the energy, of course, bubbled over because you started to see Ray Lewis on the sideline. You started to see Michael Irvin on the sideline. You started to see other former Miami greats on the sideline. Jimmy Johnson was on the sideline with the game, and I think it was against Florida. I mean, you were starting to feel the presence.
Even College Game Day was there for that game, and all.
Even College Game Day was in that. It was on that campus for the same game. You were starting to feel.
I still don't understand why.
You started to feel the you come back, and the feelings of what the you would always provide you. You started to feel that energy that you felt back in the early 2000s, back in the early 90s, back in the mid to late 80s. You were starting to feel that energy again. Then that L to Louisville happened, and then the L this Saturday happens. Back-to-back L's. And I just don't get why this guy is leading this team down this primrose path to L's. I mean, this team is too talented to take L's like this. Now, I'm not saying that SMU is a hot garbage team. They're not. They were ranked at one time. They now will be ranked again eventually. And what I don't get is you got all this talent, but you don't have the strategy to put your squad in the position to win. I don't get it. I don't get it, Mario. What is the problem, son? What's the problem? Do you need these glasses I got on? You is your vision bad? Or Are you like Rain Man? I mean, do you have? Do you are you autistic? I don't understand it, Cristobal. You don't have to do jack but say you can play to the talent that is spat out of wombs in South Florida. I can't think of too many places that is football rich in talent than where you are. And you mean to tell me you still can't come up with ACC championships? Forget playoffs. Forget national championship aspirations. You can't win your conference with the talent-rich area in which you reside? That's a problem, son. That's a problem. And I see a pink slip in your future when you look at your crystal ball. And it may be very soon, like a month from now. You have too talented of a team to have 2 L's starting in November. By November 1st, you have 2 L's. And you take these 2 L's at a place and time in your schedule where it is weaker. Your stronger challenges were in the beginning of the season. But you show that you have no strategy to you. That's a problem, sir. That's a problem. And I'm not even a U fan, and you're pissing me off. I can only imagine people like my man Cool and like my man Barbershop J. Shout out to you, Barbershop J, who are U fans, who can't stand what you do and who you are. Because I will say it for you. I will say it for them. Cristobal, you can claim that you're the U all day, that you played there, that you were assistant coach there. You can claim that you were the water boy there. But you know what you are as a head coach there? A fraud. You got too much talent there to crap the bed and wet the bed. Sad, son. Sad. AD for the U, you better fire him now because that talent will dry up and go somewhere else. Because they don't want to. Because these talents will see. Oh yeah, this guy can't even produce, but 8 and 9 win seasons. They don't want to play. They wouldn't want to go to U anymore after that. That's sad. And L to SMU. That's sad.
So, lost to Louisville. Had a bye week. Lost to SMU. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say had a bye week because Florida State couldn't handle their bye week when they went to Stanford.
Yeah, that ended up being their 4th consecutive L.
Cool McCain.
And Cool says he doesn't understand Jack spit. No, he doesn't. Thank you, sir. I'm sorry about that. And that's the bye week in which Playmaker referenced.
Pretty much. I was referencing that one.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry. It's a bye week to everybody else except Florida State.
This is what I don't get. This team is far. SMU is a good team, but Miami, they have more talent than SMU, and they have more talent than Louisville. But they play down to both of them. And I could say, okay, this was all I can go with it's all Carson Beck with Louisville. But even though he had 2 picks in this game, this wasn't all on him either. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's from one disappointment to another. Shall I say?
It's a Bulldog party in Duval. Close quote. Georgia escapes Florida in Jacksonville. And this is where I get to lay out. Oh, well, before I do lay out, remember, I love Dallas.
The world's largest cocktail party took place. All of us who have brains That was Gator fans. Understood that we shouldn't win this game. And we didn't. So those of you out there, so playmaker, what's the issue?
Yeah, what is the issue?
Coach Johnson, what did I say last week?
You said, sir, Florida will find a way to be in this game. They'll be competitive. They'll even make it close. But they will find a way in late in the game, probably sometime in the fourth quarter, where they'll make that one key mistake to lose it.
DJ Ladway.
Bubble Wrap Man?
You cost Florida a touchdown.
Bubble Wrap Man cost Florida a touchdown?
So here's how this went. By the way, I was in attendance, by the way.
Yes,
So
he was at Everett Bay Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
I was in attendance. My first ever Florida and Georgia game.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So he scrambles to the left, right?
Mhm.
And the wide receiver is behind the Bulldogs defense. How often do you hear that?
Oh, wow.
And he threw it short to where the receiver slipped and tried his best to make the catch to the point where it was called incomplete on the field. They had to look at it, and it took them about 5 to 8 minutes to review this play because that's how close it was to trying to figure out did he actually catch it or did it hit the ground.
Mm.
And he was 20 yards behind the defense. Behind the defense. It was an incomplete pass, and they became turnover on downs. When I say behind the defense, nobody, no white jersey, not even 10 yards near him.
So this was a busted coverage.
Busted coverage. That should have went for a touchdown. So that's the offense part. Let's go to the defensive side.
So it wasn't just one mistake. Oh, wow.
Georgia is in. Let's say Georgia's at the. I'm trying to remember get my numbers right. Let's say Georgia was at the 12-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. You stop them here, you hold them to a field goal, you have a chance to make a miracle out of nothing. Okay. You still have a chance though. All right. You just need to stop them. Let's get a stop. You had 3 timeouts. If you get a stop, there's still a chance. All right. Coach Jones, you might laugh, you might get angry, I don't know. But guess what happened? On 3rd and 5.
Someone must have had a neutral zone infraction or a hold.
Outside defense.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't enough for a first down. So you know what Curry Smart did? Quarterback bootleg, Gunner Stockton gets to the 1, takes a knee, first down, game over. Now, what did I say last week what about this game?
You said it's going to be close. This will be tight. But Florida's going to find a way to lose it.
And sure enough, we found a way to lose it. We found a way to lose it.
I am so sorry, playmaker.
And trust me, I know Curry Smart, he's happy he got the dub, but he's not thrilled with the Bulldogs performance.
I wouldn't be. They've been getting by on the skin of their teeth.
I knew it. I was like, watch it, man. I said, watch. We're going to come out here, we're going to compete, and then do something stupid at the end. And sure enough, 3rd and 5, we're going to jump off sides. It wasn't even a hard count. This is the type of stuff I be talking about. And Coach just knows it because I be trying to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
So Georgia get to walk away with their 5th ranking still intact. While Florida has to sit here, keep licking their rooms because they keep getting beat and they keep finding ways to lose. Like the only team that really beat them is pretty much Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all scored one. We can score too. Oh, y'all scored. We can score again too. Whatever we did to Texas A&M was, God, we can do it too. And then when they finally got started, it's like, okay, Texas A&M was like, okay, now we can put the gas on. If you really look at our games, we have not been getting blown out. It's the offense ain't doing nothing. It's another game. DJ Ladley just want to keep throwing to white jerseys instead of blue jerseys. It's the offense, man. Defense. Okay, defense will give us some big plays now and then. But for the most part, defense is going to keep you in the game. I will say that, but I'm going to be kind today.
You're going to be kind. Okay.
I'm going to be kind today.
All right.
But another L. And now we got to get ready for Kentucky, who has always been a tricky matchup for us. Georgia, y'all playing with fire a little too much for Cole Johnson's liking.
Yeah, you already burnt your hand against Alabama, and you might get away with it against Texas down the road. But if you face Alabama again in the SEC championship, you ain't gonna like your chances, and you may make the playoffs. But the way you're playing now, this is, you're not gonna come close. You're not gonna sniff a national championship. You're not gonna be in the final. You're not gonna be in the semifinal. You'll be lucky if you win a game in the first round. The way you're playing.
Speaking of playoffs and playing with fire,
I mean, they may get got by Georgia Tech.
You know, and speaking of Georgia Tech,
quote, "Welcome to November football," close quote. Surprising teams take hard lesson. Paul.
Now you can pause that. So, Georgia Tech, Houston, and Cincinnati. Welcome to November football. Or it's just different in the month of November.
Houston didn't surprise me. Cincy didn't surprise me either. The Georgia Tech one that did surprise me. I smell they looked ahead a bit.
Cincinnati, y'all got y'all behinds destroyed in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Literally destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You tell me you flew all the way to Salt Lake City with it all that time after college game they did what they did in Salt Lake City for you to look like that.
Yeah, for them to take a hardcore L. I mean, they
Houston.
got beat down.
Houston. Like, didn't y'all go on the road and beat a surprising team that we didn't expect y'all to beat? Didn't that happen?
Yeah, they went to Tempe and beat Arizona State. Then they come home.
And you gave up 45 to West Virginia.
and let a weak West Virginia team go all over their defense. Worst game of the this is to me, and I know they got stomped by Texas Tech. I still say this is the worst game they played this year.
45 points to the Mountaineers, who is nowhere close to sniffing a bid to a title.
No.
And then Georgia Tech.
That I still understand that one.
Raleigh, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen.
I still don't understand this one.
The Wolfpack.
Who the Wolfpack been this year?
Matter of fact, I just want to go to the standings right now. The Wolfpack. Let's see what we got here. The Wolfpack, 2-3 in conference play, 5-4 overall.
And say who they been this year. I mean, they literally are. They really are a nobody this year. But Georgia Tech, it was as if they went. At least their defense looked like it went to a top 10 program. 48. You let NC State hang 48 on you.
48.
I thought Georgia Tech was supposed to be this this physical squad that they would make games ugly.
So
that wasn't the case in this one.
I tried to warn y'all last week. You stepping into the month of November. It is different. There's this bullseye on y'all now. So you ranked in the top 10, huh?
Yeah, this is what happens.
I see you November 1st. Okay.
Yeah, this is what
Ranked
happens.
in the top 10. All right.
When you get high in the rankings, teams will be willing to take their best shot against you. Willing.
You know what makes it worse for Houston? That was West Virginia's first Big 12 win of the season.
This was a prime example of looking ahead or taking an opponent for granted. They had a huge road win because the team was ranked. Huge road win. Team was ranked, made you ranked because of that win. And then when you sniff a little bit of prosperity, the rug gets snatched from underneath them.
So welcome to November football. But we're not done, though, because y'all not the only team that got welcome to November football.
Quote, now that's Manny we want. Or that's the Manny we want. Hook up. Close quote. Longhorns put down commies in Austin.
I'll let you have the air, say, sir.
I want you. Oh, no. Good. Oh, no. I can't sleep. Oh, no. I'm going crazy with love over you. I'm so sorry, Commodores. 34-31 was the final score. It was not that close. In fact, Texas had them down 34-10 before Vanderbilt actually woke up. Most of the stats you see with Pavia was basically in the fourth quarter. Texas jumped on them early, and the Longhorns seemed to feed off of the crowd. And I'll say this. This is the best 3 quarters that Texas has played on both sides of the ball all year long. That last quarter is ridiculous, but the first 3 were beautiful. And if they could play like that, then I'm like, okay, then they may stand a chance. But no. I'll get to that in a sec. Vanderbilt, you now had a taste. You had a taste. Now you were on the doorstep when you played against Alabama. You actually had a taste of being in the top 10 and possibly having expectations of being on the road and winning a game, and not against someone like a Duke or Northwestern or a Stanford or a directional school, or in this area, MTSU or Middle Tennessee State. It wasn't against that type of school. It was against one of the blue bloods. And you were ranked number 9. So the expectation actually was for you to surprise folks, go into Austin and win. And you looked like the doctors, lawyers, and engineers that we thought you would for the first 3 quarters. You looked like the Vanderbilt that we know in football. The Vanderbilt that basically are welcome mats. The Vanderbilt that when you look at them, you're like, oh, good Lord, we'll just mark this as a W. Just roll our helmets on the field and we got them. This looked like the same Vanderbilt that the former head coach Nick Saban said the easiest place to play on the road in the SEC is in Nashville. You look like that Vanderbilt. Not the Vanderbilt we've seen all year. You look like that Vanderbilt. Oh, and I ain't forgot about you, Texas. Shout out to you, Arch. I'm glad you were able to get back on the field. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that those Make-A-Wish visits from John Cena paid off. I'm glad that you were able to get back off the hospital bed, cheer, and be in good shape. And now you owe Sarah McLaughlin money because you extended your highlight. By stats, this is the best game he ever played this year. I mean, he was just about flawless in this one. And I think this is what people were thinking he would be all throughout 2025. But those of us who actually follow the program were like, nah, he still needs a little bit more seasoning. Now, if this was in 2026, I'd say, okay, he would probably do this routinely. But yeah, he showed himself to be prepared this week. I'm glad that his concussion wasn't that bad against Mississippi State to where he was able to be on the field. So I'm happy that was good. But you still got Georgia coming up, not this Saturday, but next. And no playoffs for you. Still.
You still doing this? Oh my gosh.
I will revisit this if you do the impossible and you go between the hedges and you beat Georgia. And it's quite possible because Georgia is looking pretty weak. But then again, so are you. Come on now, Texas. You wet the bed against Ohio State, where you didn't score a touchdown until the last 2 minutes of the game. Then you decided that Florida was the 1996 version, not the 2025 version, because you thought it was Steve Spurrier on the sideline, not the smiling jackass. 29-4. I know it's 29-21, but I look at it as that game was 29-14 before you had to decide to wake up and thought it was a game. 29-14 before you said, oh, shoot. And we ranked at the top 10. We got to do something. Yeah, lose.
That sounds familiar, don't it?
And now you have eked out dubs in Lexington in overtime. You eked out another dub in overtime to Mississippi State in Starkville. You eked out a home win against Vanderbilt. Now, hopefully, you get off your guffs and you actually show that you are one of the 12 best teams. But the way I see it, you got one more loss. And unfortunately, it's coming in Athens. Yes, I said it because I don't trust you. As whack as Georgia is, I don't trust you. No playoffs for you, suckers. I ain't gonna say congratulations. You beating Vanderbilt. Do that against Georgia, I might reconsider.
He still can't stand Vanderbilt. Okay.
I did not. Wait. What? I do not have any hatred toward Vanderbilt.
You can't even credit your own team for beating a top 10 team.
I don't have any hatred toward Vanderbilt. I have no idea.
And you still could. And you was still. You was like, yeah, he got a point. They was right, number 9. Yeah, exactly.
I said it in my commentary. I'm like, here we are. Vanderbilt. They're actually ranked in the top 10. They actually went. We actually went against a team where many actually thought they would actually pull out a dub. We thought they would pull out a win in Austin.
I said why I thought, and it had nothing to do with Texas being whack. I didn't know the status of Archie Manning.
I don't give a crap about that. The team was whack.
But my ACC pick is still alive.
I don't give a crap about that. The team was whack. You do not have a 3-point dub against Kentucky, and then a 7-point dub in overtime, and a 7-point dub against Mississippi State when you were down 38 to 14.
They came back and won.
He came back in. I don't give a crap. They came back and won.
Hey, they are still alive for the title, in which you thought they would be dead before this.
No, I didn't think they'd be dead before this. I said that I just said that they just needed to avoid the one L that I thought that they needed to do because they needed to run the table with everybody else except for Ohio State and Georgia. Now they haven't gotten to Georgia yet, but they got the third L. Yes, I'm claiming that to be an L. They got the third L they needed to avoid. But Cole, Texas only has 2 L's.
He doesn't trust them. He doesn't trust them against Georgia at all.
No.
Ain't even 0. It's like a negative 100.
No. They could play him in Austin. They could play in Athens. They could play in Atlanta. They can play him in Dallas. They could play him in Houston. They could play him. They could play him in Augusta. They could play him on the moon. I don't know what it is. Georgia has Texas's number. It's like Alabama having Georgia's number. Pisses me off. That L against Florida is going to cost them a playoff bid. Whack mother suckers.
I'm sorry.
Now,
y'all didn't show up in the swamp. Y'all got drowned.
Now, to you, cool. Texas, they don't play where Jack spit. And sometimes I think Sarkisian don't understand Jack spit, other than swallowing an alcohol bottle, swallowing a wine bottle.
This supposed to be a good moment for you. They been a top 10 team at home. Arch Manning looked like a quarterback. I thought this was gonna be a good moment. Guess I was wrong.
The defense allowed 21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I know that. But remember what you just said when they came to Florida, they ain't wake up to the fourth quarter. I'm like, that sounds familiar, don't it? Vanderbilt didn't wake up to the fourth quarter. How I run it. Both teams was ranked in the top 10 when it happened.
Mm-hmm. And what happened? Both teams still walked out with L's.
So Texas was on the other side of this one.
Lord,
so this is what Florida did to us. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll just relax, put the foot off the neck, because we don't think they'll come back. Suckers. You lucky you ran out of time, because they would have come back and beat you like you came back to beat Mississippi State the week before.
Another rough week for me.
Whack mine wasn't all that great.
What'd I tell you about Fresno State?
Fresno State, they seem to play well in Boise. And them
like you just said you don't know what it is when it comes to Texas and Georgia, or Georgia and Alabama. Fresno State is that team to Boise. for whatever reason. Okay, Virginia, y'all handle business. Y'all weren't playing around with that one.
Yeah, they did really good in Berkeley.
They did not play around that one.
No, they did really good in Berkeley. I had to take notice. I was like, oh, this team actually is for real. They handle business.
They must have heard the noise coming.
Mm-hmm.
For them.
And that's what I want. I want a team like that to handle business. Yeah, we rank. We know we're hearing the whispers, and we're probably gonna get this team's best shot because this is probably gonna be this is gonna probably be their national championship. We're gonna shut them down. I'm proud of Virginia. They took that shot and beat them down. I'm proud of them.
OU defense came to Rocky Top because Tennessee couldn't do jack on offense, which was very stunning. All them playmakers y'all got, and y'all couldn't figure out Venables' defense.
You still suck. Well, I mean, they figured it out to a point. I mean, they scored 20-some points on them.
Man, oh man. And we are talking about Houston and Cincinnati. So,
Battle Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Now you have a 2-game lead.
Woohoo!
Because I struck out. All right. Another break, and then I hear CLP rankings.
The rankings actually do matter now.
This should be fun.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Sports fans are gearing up, whether it be for the madness of March, whether it be for the Super Bowl, or even a little thing called WrestleMania. You can get all that at Fanatics, where they have a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, the NHL, the NCAA, and the WWE. So go on and show that pride, that passion, that dedication fan that you are by whipping your team, your league, or your favorite player. Fanatics, official license, everything.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Wilson, Brianna Stewart 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young.
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out. On the Playmaker's blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts.
Welcome back to Bearing Down the Gridiron here on this Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Now we get you through the roundup of week 10 before we get to our campus tour for week 11. We need to talk some playoffs. Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Yes, playoffs.
Playoffs?
So here's your schedule for the 2025-2026 playoffs. This Friday, December 19th, you'll have one game. It'll be on ABC, ESPN. And Saturday, December 20th, the noon game will be on ABC, ESPN. And then the 3:30 and 7:30 games on December 20th will be on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. For those who don't recall, when TNT and ESPN did that deal with Inside the NBA, what TNT got back return was college games like football and basketball. So this is what is being played. Your quarterfinals will be the Cotton Bowl, New Year's Eve, the Orange, Rose, and the Sugar on New Year's Day. Those winners will be going to the semifinals, will be the Fiesta Bowl and the Peach Bowl. And then on January 19th, 2026, the national championship game at Hard Rock Stadium down in Miami, Florida. That's your CFP playoff schedule.
So wait, what was last year's semifinals were?
It was the I
Orange.
want to say orange and cotton.
Yeah, I was thinking it was cotton. I couldn't remember if it was sugar or cotton, but yeah, it was cotton. Orange and cotton. Okay.
So now to the rankings, and yes, they are still ranking teams.
Mm-hmm.
You notice something in here that I don't see?
What, the Power 5 team not being there?
The Group of 5 team.
Oh, Group of 5?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a Group of 5 team in here. So how are you supposed to know which Group of 5 team is going to make the playoffs if they ain't in the rankings?
They'll put them there. Won't they?
This is why I hate the ranking system. Because if you somebody who's trying to figure it out, you would think from Ohio State down to Oklahoma, those are your 12 teams.
But they ain't.
And they're not. Want to know who your 12 teams are if the season was to end today? This would be your 12 teams. Number 1, the Ohio State Buckeyes, the undefeated team of the group. And I don't even think they had a close game outside of Texas thus far. Number 2, also from the same conference, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Laney, is your fault. Number 3.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. A&M. But that's not gonna last long. They ain't gonna be number 3 for long.
I was what I was gonna take you to know what I was doing.
Then they're not gonna be 3 for long.
Number 3, yeah,
that doggone school.
Am I allowed to say that name?
It's not even I'm allowed to say it. I don't want to say it.
Number 4, the Alabama Crimson Tide. So right now, these are the teams that have a first round bye in the playoffs as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who would meet in the first round? Well, Georgia will be hosting a game. We have Ole Miss hosting a home game. The BYU Cougars hosting a home game, and the Texas Tech Raiders hosting a home game.
Yeah.
Is it me or do I see 2 Big 12 schools in here?
You do. Yes, you do.
I might not pick the right teams, but did somebody on this program say that the Big 12 could have more than one team get in here?
Mm-hmm.
And the other conference probably have only one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's number 11?
It's not the one we thought it was going to be. Virginia.
So even though I might not have picked the teams, but my numbers are coming out correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Notre Dame ain't gonna be in here somewhere. It's Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's in here because they only got one loss to Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a Group of 5 representative.
Memphis.
But they ain't even in the rankings.
No. And Virginia is not in the top 12.
14th.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. Playmaker code. If Virginia's ranked 14th, and we doing a 12 team playoff, help me understand this. Okay, number one, the leader of the Big Ten is the Ohio State. So, quote unquote, conference champion.
Right.
The leader of the SEC
is Texas A&M.
Quote unquote, conference champion.
The
leader,
it sucks.
The leader of the Big 12
right now is BYU.
Quote unquote, conference champion. And the leader of the Atlantic Coast Conference,
that would be Virginia.
Conference champion.
And that's why number 11 Texas and number 12 Oklahoma are not in the college football playoff bracket.
But you have to have one group of 5 in. So the leader of the club of the group of 5 is
Memphis.
That's why we said last year they need to do away with this part of it. Because this part makes no goddamn sense.
It might make sense with money because then they actually might put Texas and Oklahoma in the Icy Hot Bowl. In the Victoria's Secret Bowl.
So yes, 11, 12, and 13 all looking stupid right now.
In the Pearl Milling Bowl.
And the team that's ranked 14th according to the committee is sitting nice and comfortably because, we lead the ACC.
In the Publix Bowl.
But it's just the first. We have, 5 more to go?
Mm-hmm. In the John Deere Bowl.
Which means the most stupidity is coming.
In the NCAA's Greedy Bowl.
You got that right. So from there, now it's time to hit the Bear Down Campus Tour. All right, let's go on the campus tour, shall we?
We shall.
Starting our campus tour, sunny Los Angeles, California, where the 19th ranked Trojans of USC are playing host to the Northwestern Wildcats. This is Friday, November 7, 9 p.m. on Fox. Yeah. Northwestern, you already got one big win.
I predict an upset. I say that Northwestern will go to Los Angeles and kick the Trojans. Now, who would say that?
If he said that, he need to be drug tested.
I concur.
He need to be drug tested. But that's not the only game we look at on Friday. We got a doubleheader for you on Friday. Because at 9 p.m. on ESPN, the aforementioned Memphis Tigers, who are currently sitting in the playoffs, they are hosting the team who had an opportunity to make the playoffs last year, but slipped up.
Tulane.
The Tulane Green Wave. Honestly, for me, I actually picked Memphis to be my Group of 5 champion, which so far I'm looking good at. So yeah, I am not falling off that bandwagon.
Freaking sucks.
He's saying that because his pick was Boise State and Fresno State happened.
Sucks.
Let's go to Saturday. Beginning at 12 p.m. noon, Starkville, Mississippi. On ESPN, where the 5th ranked Georgia Bulldogs come in to meet the Mississippi State Bulldogs. So I'm guessing you can't go wrong. You picking Bulldogs either way.
Mm-hmm.
But smart asses like us, UGA.
Of course.
From Starksville, Mississippi to Fort Worth, Texas. 3:30 Fox as the TCU Horned Frogs
That's right.
host the Iowa State Cyclones.
So I got to rep right. I love Dallas. TCU. Get them.
You ain't even picked them. Shut up.
No, I didn't.
I did.
I see that. But shout out to you, TCU. I love Dallas.
He ain't even pick you. How he love Dallas? He picked the Cyclones. Who were worth of injuries, and he still picked them.
TCU. Can't rock with them right now.
From Fort Worth to wait a minute. We go to Columbia, Missouri, where the 22nd ranked Tigers host the 3rd ranked Aggies of Texas A&M. This is your SEC on ABC game 3:30 slot.
Come on, Missouri, beat them down. Beat these clowns down, please. Please beat them down.
What was that?
I said, please beat these clowns down.
That helmet says different.
What I pick and who I root for are two different things. Missouri's been on the slide ever since they played Alabama. But I want them to wake up and upset these bull Aggies.
Texas A&M, continue doing what you're doing. You're having a great season.
I hate you.
Hey, my fault. Texas A&M can do what you don't want them to do. They doing their job. Get over it.
Take an L. Texas A&M.
From Columbia, Missouri, let's go to Big Ten country.
Beat them, Mizzou. Beat them down.
Iowa City, Iowa. Big noon kickoff. You finally picked a spot I can agree with for once. CBS 3:30. The Hawkeyes, the 20th ranked Hawkeyes, host the 9th ranked Oregon Ducks.
Well, Iowa, I want you to beat Dan Lanning. You ain't.
Dan Lane, don't you make my Gridiron roundup next week.
Now, why would he make it?
Don't you make my Gridiron roundup next week.
Why would he ever make it to the Gridiron roundup list?
You already know the answer to that. Don't you do it. You already did it once. Don't do it again. From Iowa City to
Charlottesville.
You know it's one of them weeks when Wake Forest has made my campus tour.
Well, it's not because of their doing.
Technically, it is because of their doing too.
I mean,
I had to look at it resume.
The biggest claim to fame was we had C and I dog referees in their L to Georgia Tech.
They did get screwed out of that one. You got to admit.
Yes, they did.
They got screwed out of that. That was a dub.
Mm-hmm.
But the refs can't see outsides all of a sudden. How interesting.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Otherwise, we would stop talking about Georgia Tech.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But those Demon Deacons, they are in Charlottesville, Virginia, to take on the 14th ranked Cavaliers of Virginia. That is 7 p.m. That is a night game on ESPN. And why is that a night game? Ugh. Don't nobody want to see this at night. Not even Coach Johnson want to see this at night.
Oh well. Maybe that was the only slot the SEC had for their primetime spot on Saturday.
We're taking the Cavs.
Yes.
And not the Cleveland Cavaliers at that. I beat you to it. I know I did.
I was not going to say that. I promise you I was not going to say that.
The 4-point Crimson Tide versus LSU, 7:30 ABC, and we not even gonna play around with this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, LSU is going to be led to slaughter. But the slaughter won't be as bad because the fakes of the Baptist preacher won't be coaching them.
Roll Tide. 7:30 NBC. The 10th ranked Fighting Irish hosting the Navy Academy.
You naval midshipmen, we thank you for your service. We thank you for your commitment. It's unfortunate you were playing a squad that seems to own you year after year after year.
Didn't we go to this last year?
Mm-hmm.
This one is actually in South Bend, by the way.
Yeah, because last year they played in New York.
This game is actually in South Bend.
Yeah, I'm saying, last year was in New York and in Yankee Stadium at that. And
they slaughtered you there.
Yeah, Notre Dame beat Navy down in that game.
This one was actually in South Bend. So, yeah. And then that brings us to the Spotlight Game of the Week. Where are we going for the Spotlight Game of the Week?
Yeah, where are we going? Hold on, let me.
Are we in Austin?
Again?
Are we in Austin, Texas? No,
we're not in Austin. No. We're not in Austin.
We must be in Dallas. No, can't be Dallas.
No, we're not in Dallas.
San Antonio?
No.
Where we at?
We didn't do San Antonio for football until the Alamo Bowl. No, we're in Lubbock.
Lubbock, Texas, along with College Game Day. For this top 10 Big 12 showdown.
I know my man, the intellect. Shout out to you, Eric Butler Sr., who actually was a linebacker back in the day for the Red Raiders. I know he is ecstatic and excited. And if you're going down to the game, my brother, I hope you enjoy it.
The 8th ranked Red Raiders of Texas Tech hosting the 7th ranked Cougars of BYU. 12 p.m. right after college game. So once Pat McAfee does his shtick, it's kickoff time.
They kick off about 5 minutes after. Yeah.
This is a game to behold. I want to
this almost is going to probably be actually this looks like now the way the playoff rankings are. Looks like this is a playoff elimination game.
BYU is undefeated in conference play. Texas Tech, they have that one loss. Mm-hmm. We went to the people.
Got to give the people what they want.
55.6% are on the Cougars.
Yeah, they're on the monogamy. I'm sorry, they're on the polygamy train.
And 44% are rocking with the Red Raiders.
Look, I picked BYU to win the Big 12. I got to stand on business. And since
he has every right to do so because I did the same thing with Memphis.
And since Texas Tech is now bereft of quarterbacks, I have to stand on business.
I took that into consideration.
Yeah,
but what are some of the things that college football is known for? The atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
An actual home field advantage, right?
Yes.
And one of the most underrated home field advantages is Texas Tech.
Yeah, true.
College game day is going to be there. They don't got a week long after college game day. I think the Red Raiders will come ready to play. Not saying not saying BYU is going to choke or anything, because BYU, they that team. But it's something about going to a place that you never visit, like Lubbock, Texas, and got to get an understanding of this is what we got to deal with going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm rocking with the Red Raiders. This ain't even a playoff elimination game to me, because guess what? The Red Raiders can come right back in the Big 12 championship. Whoever loses can come back and get revenge in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, but it's better for BYU to get the L than for Texas Tech to do so.
So, a recap of our picks. We both rocking with SC, Memphis, and Georgia. And then we split from TCU and Iowa State. And then we walking with the Aggies.
You TCU.
We walking with the Aggies, the Ducks, and the Cavaliers.
You Aggies.
The Bamas and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish until we split between the Red Raiders and the Cougars.
I hate you, Texas A&M.
But you picked them.
And I still hate them.
But you picked them.
And I still hate them.
But you picked them.
And I still. I hate him worse than Dallas.
You pretty much hating this whole season, ain't you?
Very much so. Texas sucks. And A&M is in the top, ranked in the top 5. It can't get much worse.
All they do is win.
The only thing would make it worse is if Oklahoma was in the top 5 with them.
No, what would make it worse if OU slid into the playoffs and Texas didn't.
That has happened before. And it happened in the year that Texas beat Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. Beat them down, and Texas still didn't make it to the playoffs.
You're sitting around here, you have to look at A&M and OU in the playoffs. Ugh.
That I'll say this right now. If Oklahoma and Texas A&M make the playoffs and Texas does not, I know this is a college football program, but I ain't gonna watch a stitch of football the rest of the way.
Ooh, boy. That's a rough one.
So Texas, you better make it to the playoffs, son.
Oh, you screw up somewhere.
You better make it to the playoffs. Because if Oklahoma and Texas A&M make it to the playoffs and Texas don't, I'll be like, playmaker. So what's happening in the playoffs?
I might not even need a gridiron round if that happens. Because by how the show would be you that's going off on the fact that Texas didn't make it and OU and Texas A&M did. And knowing how you are, you'll break it down one team at a time. Each team get about 10 to 25 minutes each. I already know how that's gonna go.
I can hear you now. Man, Texas been eliminated. Why are you talking about them? They didn't make the playoffs. And I told you. I told you back in August.
That's how it is. That guy you gonna come at me. First, let me start off with playmaker, because I tell you, Texas wasn't gonna make the playoffs. I told you.
I told you.
They won.
I told you before they kicked off in Columbus, they were gonna make the playoffs if they lost 3 games. How many games they lose? It's in the
And-
playoffs. I told you.
I said if they lost 3 games to 2 teams, I didn't expect them to figure out that the swamp is actually where their season drowns at.
Unfortunately, they didn't either.
For some reason. But that's one thing we're good at. We're good at drowning somebody else's season.
Yeah, you probably did, and yes, and the Gators probably did ruin Texas' season because that's going to be the L that's going to keep them out the playoffs. And I told you, if they get 3 L's, that's it. And their third L is going to be coming between the hedges.
And I can repress that. I said the only field you get 3 L's, only 2 teams did it. That's it. I did say if they lose anybody else, then we have a problem.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna have a problem.
We ain't there yet. They still alive.
No, we ain't there yet. But
They still alive. Yeah, they still alive.
They're still alive, but they're gonna have a problem.
And he waiting for that death knell to come too.
I'm like,
He probably got a sign out his songs. Who wants to put the final nail in the Texas coffin?
oh wow. Now, I may be harsh toward Texas.
Harsh.
Yes, harsh.
More than harsh. You be going at them. Jeez. They win. You going at them. They lose. You going. It don't even matter what. It's like them. They do. Them. They don't.
Oh my.
They beat a 9th ranked team, and you like. I'm still not impressed.
No, I'm not. And it's not because of Vanderbilt. I just wasn't impressed. They had a 34-10 lead and almost choked it away at home.
And I was like, damn, what can we do? Yeah, we can't be perfect. That's the problem right there.
And Manning had the best game so far to me of his collegiate career at Texas. And they still look like hot garbage.
That's why I was say, Texas gonna win. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with him.
Why not, Playmaker? Why didn't you message me?
I'm not gonna mess with him. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm enjoying Florida and Georgia right now. My team is still alive. My pick is still alive.
My pick is still that's a doggone shame. It's reduced to Texas is my pick to win the SEC. That's sad.
Sad. You wanting to jump through the screen when you found out I picked them.
I'm like, this Joker here.
Yeah, that
Texas. Knowing darn well Georgia better. He gonna pick Texas to win the Southeastern Conference.
I did say there was a season I don't think Georgia would be dominant, and they not been dominant.
Well, you were correct there. However, they still only have one loss themselves.
Yeah, it could seem like nobody else knows how to finish the goddamn job.
So it looks like that game, Texas.
Tennessee couldn't finish the deal. Auburn couldn't finish the deal. Florida couldn't finish the deal.
Ole Miss choked, and that wasn't on Kiffin neither.
I was like, well, damn. Y'all just gonna keep letting Georgia win these close ass games before somebody says, no mas.
So yeah, Texas, Georgia, that actually might be a playoff elimination game too. Just like I think Texas Tech, BYU might be.
Dude, y'all look, y'all don't play Alabama every goddamn week.
Yeah, because Georgia be 0 for the season.
That'll do it for today's show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Yes, we are hit the month of November, so these games matter now. These games really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You slip up, the world will know. As Vanderbilt, as Houston, as Georgia Tech.
And ask Miami. Mario, look at that crystal ball, son. A pink slips in your future.
I thought you understood the Canes culture.
They're gonna understand. He's gonna understand the L culture. Well, the L's gonna get a pink slip. So I mean, you know they You know they're excited seeing a dreaded Michael Irvin act crazy.
That's for Cole Johnson. I am a playmaker. We'll see you next week,
Ray Lewis doing inspirational speeches.
where we get to recap what took place in week 11 and look forward to week 12 and see what more stupidity that the selection committee gives us for these playoff rankings.
Jimmy Johnson acts like he's doing fishing over there. Clinton Porter's probably dressed up in ridiculous garb. Frank Gore actually making an appearance.